All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm finally here. I am finally here. Oh, we've got and the lineups are not correct yet, so you'll have to wait to give me a few minutes, a few seconds, as again I run into problems on Tuesdays from now on, or sorry, Wednesdays from now on. I don't finish work until 6:20, and obviously the games start at 6:30. Obviously creates a bit of a problem. So I will get things set up and ready as that's going to drop in front of Kim Ji Chan. They're going to hold him up over at third base, though. But back-to-back hits has got the old KT Wiz with runners at first and third with nobody out. Give me just a sec. Again, I will try to get everything situated. Where is There's our Kim Hyun Soo. What's up? What's up? All right, to Kim Min Hyuk steps in. And that's right back to Diaz. He ends up getting him caught in a rundown. Great play from Diaz. As Diaz with an excellent play there. A 3-2-5-2 put out. Diaz, absolutely fantastic play there. Doesn't go to first. Waits and waits and waits, and then gets Chaewon Jun far enough off. Diaz probably had time to tag the base. They've now got runners at second and third with just one out. Kim Hyun Soo probably should have came off the bag there and gotten himself tagged. Let the speedier Chaewon Jun to stay on the base. As Hilliard pops up that pitch, and that is in the glove of the third baseman, and quickly 2 away despite having base runners the whole time. Again, I don't know the lineups. I don't know anything yet, guys. So you're gonna have to bear with me for a few minutes while I get everything situated and set up. All right, Lee Jung Hoon steps in now. Batting in the 5 spot. All right. Again, I'm gonna get rid of this stuff until I get it fixed so you guys don't get confused. All right, now we got a 3-0 count already. And that just catches the corner. Lee Jong-un will make his slow trek back to the base, back to the plate. All right, see if I can get all this figured out here. And he goes around and brings us our first full counts of the day for KT. I don't know exactly what Samsung did. I know they had a base run. I believe they walked. But I don't know after that. As that does miss outside, and he loads them up. Runners now on all the bags. Brings up the number 6 hitter, Kim Sang-soo. Oh my lord, guys, this is awful. I may not even stream anymore on Wednesdays. This is miserable. All right, so Kim Sang-soo steps in. As that is going to be lifted, a center fielder will go back under it, makes the catch, and that will be the end of the first inning. I'm going to take a bit of a break here, ladies and gentlemen. Give me some time to fix some stuff, and I'll be back for the top of the second. All right, so we're back here. I think I've got some of the stuff fixed to sour out on the mound now. Top of the second inning, get that fixed. And again, I don't know what happened in the first inning. I do know Samsung now has the number 5 hitter up, but Chae Hyung-woo. And he slaps that off with the catcher's mask, and it's 0-2. I don't know how many pitches he threw in that first inning either. Yeah, so the 0-2 is fouled away, stays 0-2. And fouls that one away also. No, 10 pitches in that first inning for Sauer. Looks like he had a walk to a 4-pitch walk to Kim Sang-yoon, but nothing after that. And here comes the 0-2 pitch to Chae Hyung-woo, misses way inside, and it's a 1-2. All right, that's all set up. Yeah, another 1-2 pitch that misses low also. Goes from 0-2 to 2-2. And that is going to be grounded to foul, though. Working the counts after that to 10 pitch at bat, 10 pitch first inning. He's already thrown a 7, and he's still up with the first batter. Na 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 na. That is going to be a hit into left field. The left fielder easily makes the catch, though. Yeah. One away. All right, let me try to get these lineups fixed. That just catches the zone from Yuji Hyuk. And way out of the zone, and it's 2-1. Again, I cannot play your Samsung Lion songs due to their love for the copyright. As he goes down, swinging down to his knees, and 2-2. I live in Korea, so I watch the game on actual TV. But if you live outside of Korea, as the 2-2 pitch, it catches the bottom of the zone and he gets him looking. That'll be his first strikeout of the day. And that 2 away brings up the number 7 hitter. So if you live outside of Korea, you can actually go into. That's right. You can go into the description of this video and it'll tell you how to watch the game with me on a platform called SOOP. SOOP has the official international broadcast rights for the KBO. Yeah, and the 1-1 is weights on it, but still out in front of it, and it's fouled for 1-2. Da, da, da. And another 1-2 pitch way outside at 2-2. Lee Jung-hoon. And the 2-2 pitch into the dirt runs the count full 3-2. First full count of the first full count of the day for Samsung. And that fouls it away. There you go, Mary Kate. And he He lifts that one up. Right fielder going back in front of the warning track, though, and makes the catch. And that'll be 3 up, 3 down for Samsung as we go to the bottom of the second. 0-0. Yeah, na, na. All right, we'll continue to try to get these fixed here. I hope this still works. Right field. Na, na, na. All right, there we go. We've got one of them done. Still got to work on the other one, though. You, I'm guessing you think Samsung's going to win over the other options? All right, Drew Yuhyun in. First pitch, he lifts it, and that the center fielder is running. That is going to hit off the wall, and that is going to be a leadoff double again for KT. All right, here we go. Stepping in now, the number 8 hitter, Han Sung Taek, drops down the bunts. The pitcher will grab it, throws, and that is going to be a sacrifice and moves the runner over to third base. I guess that's great. It is very important to get a run in the first inning because, you know, if you score first, you win first, right? All right. Yeah. Score first, run first. Score first, win first, right? That is the official mantra of KBO coaching staffs. Guangdong Jin now steps in. All right, that's going to be a pitch clock violation on Guangdong Jin. Sets up outside and misses outside. Can they have a leadoff double and not score again? That is the ultimate test. Here we go. The 2-1 and misses outside. A 3-1 is Wantain. Oh yeah, it's 100% just a way that we like to make fun of the KBO and their incessant bunting. And that is outside, ball 4. He didn't even realize it was outside. Brings the top of the lineup up. Still just 1 out to Chewante and struggling here early. And he fouls that one off. That is in there for strike, and it's now 0-2. All right, the 0-2 pitch misses way outside, 1-2. Na 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 na. All right, we've got the away team lineup also all figured out. As that misses outside at 2-2. Trying to work around a leadoff double once again. Back-to-back innings with leadoff doubles. And here's the 3-2 pitch, or the 2-2 pitch. I got ahead of myself. It is a 3-2 now. Is another full count. Second full count of the day for the KT Wiz. All right, here we go with the 3-2 pitch. And that is going to be lifted, but will slice foul, and it stays a 3-2. 26 pitches already for a Wantain, pitching more like a Che.
Thank you for the recommendation, Donoff 2000.
Thank you, Donoff. 1-0-2. And that's going to be a ground ball up the middle. The second shortstop's not going to be able to get the double play, and he's out at first, though. That's going to be a 6-3 RBI groundouts to put KT up. He is hurt over at just second base at Chaewon Jun. A ground ball up the middle, but a little too slow to be able to get the touch on to second throw. They're going to video replay that. Video replay the play over at the first base. I might be safe. I don't know what that angle is. I mean, you might as well just watch it from your phone. Yeah, he's out. KT does get a run across, though. It'll be a runner on second base. Tomorrow is Kia and Kia and Hanwha again. 반갑습니다. 아웃입니다. All right, to Kim Yun Soo, check swing, but it's in there for a strike at the top of the zone, and it's 0-1. Single in his first at bat, but was left on the base pass. And the 0-1 misses outside. 1-1. Da, 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 da. All right, the 2-1 pitch. And that is turned on, a lifted right fielder, got confused, mixed up, turned back around, but makes the catch anyway. And that will be 3 away. We'll go to the third inning, but KT finally squeaks one across to take the 1-0 lead. Good old bunt scoring that 1 run. The game of the bunts. A bunt, 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 a bunt. A bunt, a bunt, a bunt, a bunt, a bunt, a bunt. Bunt, a bunt. All right, that is done. Yodaboon! Yodaboon! All right, the 8-9-1 will be coming up for Samsung in the top of the third inning. Is still looking for their first hits. They have had a base runner. Got your 1 run, JoJo. Yeah, no, I would say Samsung, LG, and NC would be my picks for the day. But it's Samsung losing by 1. NC is not scored yet. SSG is up 2-1 against LG as they scored a 2 in the first inning. It looks like they just got 3 hits back to back to back. And Hanwha is up early, 3-0. It's like a 3-run shot from Moon Yun Bin. Got all sorts of turned around. All right, Kang Min Ho looks at ball one. 1-0 now. Oh, we do have Kang Min Ho music. I forgot all about that, ladies and gentlemen. Forgot we have Kang Min Ho music, courtesy of Kiwi.
Mean Ho Samsung Kang Mino.
And that's in there for a strike, and it's 2-1.
Kang Mino. Kang Mino. Oh, Kang Mino. Kang Mino.
No, the 2-1 is gonna be chopped foul. 2-2. 10 pitches in the first inning for Sauer, and then 20 in the second inning. 30 after 2. He's got 4 throws so far to Kang Min Ho. And the 3-2 pitch is fouled away again.
Kang Min Ho Samsung Kang Mino. Oh, Kang Mino. Kang Mino. Kang Mino. Oh, Kang Mino.
Yeah, another 2-2 pitch. He lifts that one up, or catcher giving chase in foul territory, and that will be out and number 1. Indeed. I would even call him the songbird of my generation. All right, Jun Byung-woo. Does catch a piece at the bottom of the zone. I'm sure we'll make him record all of the other cheers on the way down to a Daegu game. The last 5 games hitting 55, 1 for 13. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is not very good, which is probably why Samsung is no longer in first place. The 1-1 pitch is nowhere near the strike zone, and it's 2-1. The 2-1 pitch, swing and a miss as the catcher forgets the catcher part, and it's now 2-2. Da na 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 na. Na 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 na. All right, the 2-2 pitch lays off of it. It goes wide, and it's now 2-2. Second full count of the day for Samsung. And the 3-2 catches him looking right down the middle. Yeah, I don't know what he was waiting for. Waiting for somebody to put it on a tee for him? Don't know what else you could possibly want in a 3-2 pitch. All right, so Kim Ji Chan steps in 0 for 1 on the day, a 4-3 ground out in his first. And it's now 0-1. I got a busted wheel on my new chair. And so here he comes the 0-1. He tries to bunt it, but ends up I don't know what that was. I don't know if he tried to pull it back, but hit him in the foot or what. But he's halfway to first base. He didn't hit the ball though. Oh, he definitely didn't go. Yeah, he definitely didn't go. So that's gonna be a hit by pitch. Yeah, hit him right off the back of the heel. No, hit him off the back of the heel. So that'll be a hit by pitch. All right, Kim Sung Yoon steps in now. He had a walk back in the first inning. They've had 2 base runners, one via the walk and one via a hit by pitch. And that is into the dirt. It bounces up, but Kim Ji Chan is going to head on over to second base now. Yeah, it's 1-0. Yeah, no, the 1-0 pitch now to Kim Sung Yoon. That's going to be a chopper. The second baseman is going to have to hurry and just gets him. That is the 4-3 put out, ends the inning. We'll go to the bottom of the third. 1-0 KT. And Samsung really struggles to score away from Daegu. All right, so we've got to the bottom of the fourth inning coming up. KT has been on the base pass the whole time against the Samsung. We'll have the 3, 4, 5 hitters coming up as they have already batted around, despite only scoring 1 run as they've left 4 on already. Left 3 on in the first inning, 1 on the last inning. NC up 1-0 against Kiel. LG has tied it up. 2-2. Somehow, though, Juan Tahin, only 31 pitches so far. There's a Kim Min-hyuk, a big hook in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. Outside, 1-1. Kim Min-hyuk hangs out with T-Pain, I guess, because his music is from T-Pain, so it's all copyrighted. I can't use his either. As the 1-1 pitch, big breaking ball, but it does not break enough, and it is just a ball. 2-1 now. Kim Min-hyuk, a 3-2-5-2 force outs back in the first inning. Again, a leadoff double and a single put him on first and third, but then the out there that misses again, and it's 3-1. He has zero command today. Nowhere near the strike zone on most of his pitches. The 3-1 is turned on and absolutely lined, but the center fielder tracks it down. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. That is the first first time that the leadoff batter has been retired. Going hard on the hearts and the YouTube chats. I wish those things showed up in the regular chat. But thank you, thank you. And getting that finger going. I think that's how you do. I don't know. Can I do hearts? I don't know if I can even do hearts. As Hilliard steps in, waits for that breaking ball. Oh, I can do my own hearts. Sweet, I can heart myself. Everybody should love themselves, though. That one misses up high, 1-1. Spamming the hearts again. It's a heart off. It's a good thing my pronunciation's good, because otherwise that would have been heard as something else. As the 1-1 is a swing and a miss. 1-2. Juan Tahin is still looking for his first strikeout of the day. Hilliard trying not to give it to him. And another 1-2 is a foul to straight back. Stays 1-2 to Mr. Hilliard. 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 Sam Hilliard. And another 1-2 misses low. 2-2. That makes sense. Yeah. I think that's the way a lot of people go. It's just much quicker. As the 2-2 pitch in there for a strike, and catches him looking. What did I say about that first strikeout, ladies and gentlemen? What did I say? Just call me a prophet, ladies and gentlemen. Call me a prophet. Looks like Hilliard might have brought his own pine tar too. As Lee Jung-hoon steps in and looks at just strike one. Lee Jung-hoon, a 382 on the season, walked in his at-bats on a full count. And the 0-1 pitch misses outside, 1-1. NC's up 2-0 now. And NCLG were my two solid picks for the day. As the 1-1 is ripped foul. 1-2. Nice play by Hilliard. And a swing and a miss as he strikes out the last two. He gets his first 1-2-3 inning. And we'll go to the fourth. It's KT 1, Samsung a 0. 0. Three, 4, 5 hitters coming up for Samsung in the top of the 4th inning. Himnida. Uh-oh. Kia is threatening. They've got runners on first and second with Kim Min-gyu up to bat. The runner 1 out. NC is scored a 2 in the top of the 3rd. Looks like a couple hits and a sacrifice, maybe. Another hits. LG tied it up in the bottom of the 2nd. Dean with another home run, and then OG Wan scored on a Pak Dong-wan. Looks like a sacrifice. Doosan and Lotte both have 2 hits each. Lotte with another 2 errors. Man, I wonder if there's a bet possible on errors. Good Lord. There were 7 errors yesterday. 7 errors in that game yesterday. 2 so far today. Well, again, just unbelievably how bad. Another question is, how does Doosan not have any? They have 2 hits. They've walked 3 times, and Lotte has 2 errors, yet they have 0 runs. Like that's a talent, really. Like, to be able to do that is mysterious. All right, Gu Jauk flew out to left in his first at bat, so looks at ball 1 low. 1-0. The 1-0 misses way inside as he had to jump back out of the way. 2-0 now. And that is up high. The 3-0 pitch right down the middle for a strike at 3-1. That is going to be another walk. Leadoff walk this time. Will they try to bunt with Diaz? That would be hilarious, honestly. Lucky for us, it doesn't matter. We are going to get some sweet, sweet music, courtesy of Mr. Kiwi once again.
Lions, Diaz, Diaz, whoa,
Yeah,
Diaz,
curveball breaks in there for a strike.
Hey, Diaz, whoa.
And the 0-1 pitch pops him up. The left fielder underneath it's back shuffling. That will be out number 1. Kiwi's songs are not helping out the oldest Samsung Leones today. It really is. It really makes streaming Samsung games worth it, honestly. Again, it feels so weird. Normally, I have something to do after every at-bats, but when I do Samsung games, I got this void in my life that is filled by the old Kiwi, as that is a lifted foul. 0-1. Kim Young, oops, wrong side. Kim Young-woo flew out to the left in his first at-bats. Yeah. And here we go. The 0-2 pitch to Chae Hyung-woo. Fouls it away. Stays 0-2. And still looking for the first hit of the day for Samsung, already into the 4th inning. All right, the 0-2 pitch to Chae Hyung-woo. Once again, this sets up right down the middle. Swing and a miss. Third strikeout of the day for Mr. Sauer. Brings up Yuji Hyuk. Yuji Hyuk struck out looking in his first. What's up, Tyler? As that is going to be a ground ball. Shortstop easily tosses over to second, and that is going to be 1, 2, 3 after the leadoff walk. Once again, leaving another runner on. Once again, getting nothing. Once you get a base runner on, we go to the bottom of the 4th. KT with a 1-0 lead. Na 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 na. Man, is that defense or is that offense bad for Samsung when they are not in Daegu? They need to find out what kind of beds they have and find a hotel that can put those beds in the rooms, because it is bad. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. The chat is Wednesdays are always super dead on the stream. I don't know what it is. I really don't know what causes it. I really have no idea. We are back. Yes, yes, we are. All right, so Kim Song-soo will lead things off. Yeah, the first pitch is in there for a strike, 0-1. Kim Song-soo used to play for Samsung years and years ago. KT Wiz, Samsung. That's going to be slapped into center field. And once again, the leadoff hitter is on. This time with just a mere single. And Yu Hyun-in steps in, looks at ball one outside, 1-0. Yu Hyun-in, 316 on the season after his double. Also scored the one run of the game for KT. Actually, the one run of the game. And that is in there for a strike, 1-1. The 1-1 pitch just sets up on the outside. And that's in there for a strike, 1-2. This is low, 2-2. All right, the 2-2 pitch into the dirt, so runs the count full. Oops. No. Yeah, I can only SOOP has the official international broadcast rights to the KBO. So I can show the stream on the SOOP, but it's a little slower. Yeah. All right, here we go. The 3-2 pitch. As that is a foul. No, lifted up. Gujauk is going to make the play, and it falls foul. And now he grabs his ankle. Again, this is the problem with not having any area in the foul territories. Yeah, on YouTube I can only do play-by-play style. SOOP I can actually show the game. All right, here we go. Once again, another 3-2 count to Yu Hyun-in. Nope, we're gonna have a time call. Song Sung Moon. Yeah, probably when I pulled his card. As the 3-2 is up high, ball 4. All right, now you've got runners on first and second, nobody out. So it's time for, you guessed it, ladies and gentlemen, another bunt. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for another bunt. They bunted with a runner on second and nobody out. This same player. Are we going to get another bunt? We can only hope. Yep, he has already grabbed the bat to bunt. 195 on the season from the catcher. As he drops down the bunts. And they go to first, and that is another successful sacrifice of bunts. And they could have waited a little bit longer to check and see if it went foul. All right, now, what did I just do? All right, runners now on the second and third, one away. Bottom of the lineup once again, the number 9 hitter coming up. He came up in his first at bat with an opportunity with a runner on third, and what did he do? He walked. All right, Guangdong Jin steps in now. Looks at ball one deep into the ground. Oh man, it's so bad. As the 1-0 is going to be dropped into right field. It's going to roll down into the corner. Guangdong Jin has an absolute ton of speed, and he will slide into second base with a 2-out or a 2 RBI double as KT now makes it 3-0. All right, the Chaewon June steps in now after a little mound visit. And Juan Tayin struggling mightily. All right, the Chaewon June already one double in this game, then an RBI ground out. Runner on second now. And that misses up high, 1-0. Chaewon June leading the league in average at 384 on the season. The 1-0 pitch misses outside at 2-0. KT now 91% chance of getting the victory today. As here comes the 2-1 pitch, sets up on the outside, misses low, 3-0. Just absolutely has no command today whatsoever. Here's the 3-0 pitch. Just barely gets a piece of the zone, and it's 3-1. A 3-1 in there for a strike. Runs account full, goes from an 0-2 or 3-0 to a 3-2. Fourth full count of the day for KT. 0 for 1 on the day in those 3. And the 3-2 pitch is slapped foul on ball 4.
Thank you for the recommendation, Pulse Sneaky.
Thank you, Mr. Sneaky. Mr. Sneaky. Never underestimate my sneakiness. As the 3-2 swing and a miss on a pitch up over his head. And that's out to number 2. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. As Kim Yun-soo fouls that one up. 67 pitches already for Mr. Che, or Mr. Wan. The 0-1 looks up high, misses. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch now. Sets up on the outside once again. A breaking ball lifts that one up. Gujauk will range and makes the play and then sits down up against the wall. That'll be it for KT, but they get to 2 on the 2 RBI double from the number 9 hitter. We'll go to the 5th inning, 3-0 KT. Da, da, da. Elsewhere around the league, looks like SSG pulled back ahead. They scored one in the top of the 4th inning. Shea Ji-hoon with an RBI. Hanwha and Kia still at the 3-0 as Hanwha had the 3-run shot in the 1st inning.
Thank you for the recommendation.
nothing
It's Selly
since then.
2X.
Thank you, 2X. I didn't hear the first part of your name, but thank you. Like both teams have an error. NC's up at 2-0, but Kiyomi is threatening. They've got a runner on 3rd with 1 out in the bottom of the 4th inning. Doosan and Lotte, they are still at 0. Lotte's got a runner on 1st and with 1 out in the bottom of the 4th inning. Not a lot of action compared to yesterday. Yesterday, the scores were wild. Today, one team doesn't realize you have to hit the ball to score. The 7, 8, and 9 hitters will come up for that is in there for strike on the outside. Yeah, way outside, 1-1. Da, 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 da. And here comes the 1-1 pitch. A swing and a miss. 1-2. I hope so. It's ABS. It's a full ABS. That misses out of the way, and it's 2-2. Yeah, they've had the full ABS system for 2 years, or this is their 3rd year. As the 2-2 pitch misses outside, a 3-2. Runs the count full. 3rd full count of the day for Samsung. 2nd full count of the day for EJ Young. And the 3-2 pitch in there for the strike at the bottom of the zone. And that is another looking strikeout. The 3rd looking strikeout out of his 4. Brings up the number 8 hitter, Kang Min Ho. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, we are ready. We're ready for the best part of today's game because this game is boring.
Kang Min Ho. Samsung Kang Min Ho. Oh, Kang Min Ho. Param pam 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 pam. Kang Min Ho. Kang Min Ho. Oh, Kang Min Ho. Param pam 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 pam. Kang Min Ho.
All right, Kang Min Ho for 1 popped up to the catcher in his first at bat in foul territory. That's going to be a ground ball. 6-3, 2 away. Tire that music for a while. All right, to Jun Byung-woo. You mean like sports? As that is in there for a strike and it's 0-1. Or do you mean like streaming? Do you mean like sports, or do you mean like besides streaming sports? I don't do any other content. I stream 5 or 6 days a week, so it's pretty full time. I have my regular full time job also. All right, the 1-1 pitch to Jun Byung-woo sets up right down the middle and fouls it away 1-2. I sometimes do very other little stuff. I used to do my channel used to be about just doing things in Korea outside of Seoul. But then it kind of turned into a KBO baseball channel as that misses and he hits him. I was getting ready to say that misses inside, but it hit him inside. Top of the lineup coming up now. Absolute boringness, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so Kim Ji-chan steps in now. And he fouls that one off. And it's 0-1. 71 pitches for Sauer. 292 on the season for Kim Ji-chan. Hit by a pitch in his last at-bat, a 4-3 ground out to start off the game. 0 for 1 on the day from the little guy. I believe he is listed at 160 centimeters tall. That just catches the bottom of the zone. If he was 1 centimeter taller, that probably would not have been a strike. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Here we go. The 0-2 pitch now sets up right down the middle. They're not wasting anything, and that's going to be a swing and a miss at a pitch up at his eyes, and that will be another strikeout, second strikeout of this game or this inning. And we will go to the bottom of the 5th. The snooze fest involves the KT 3 is Samsung 0. Samsung now a lovely 0 for 7 with runners on base and 0 for 1 with runners in scoring position. Those numbers are correct on your screen, ladies and gentlemen. Those numbers are correct. That is all I will say. Looks like SSG got another run. This time looks like Aredia might have hit a solo shot. They move 4-2 now against LG. Hanwha and Kia still at 3-0. Doosan and Lotte still trying to remember how to score runs. They know you go to the plate to hit, but they don't know what you do after you go to the plate, so they're still trying to figure that out. NC still up a 2-0 against Kium. All right, Wantain is still out there. Wantain is going to face the 3-4-5 hitters coming up here in the 5th inning. He's praying that he can get out. So Kim Do-hwan is taking over back behind the plates now. As Kang Min-ho is done for the day. And the 0-1 pitch misses outside. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch is up high. 2-1. Yeah, it'll not a good day. As the 2-1 pitch is fouled away at 2-2. All right, the 2-2 pitch. Lifted to left field. The Gujauk will go over and then fall down on the ground to make the catch. And the amount of acting this guy does, you would think that he was in a baseball movie. Because otherwise, there's no reason for the acting hurts, the sliding into the wall, the whining and crying when a ball is called, when something is called a strike. As Hilliard, a big swing and a miss there, 0-1. Hilliard 0 for 2 on the day. It popped up to the third baseman in his first at bat, struck out looking in his second. Hilliard. That one is a foul away, and it's 0-2. Sam Hilliard. And the 0-2 misses up. Here we go. The 1-2 pitch just sets up down at the bottom of the zone, and he catches him looking again. Fourth strikeout of the day for Juan Tayin. All right, Lee Jung-hoon steps in, 0 for 1, walked in his first at-bat, struck out in his second, now down behind 0-1 in this count. As here we go, the 0-1 pitch is fouled away. It's 0-2, getting ahead of some batters finally. 80 pitches in. As that is going to be a lifted left fielder comes running in and makes the catch. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the second 1-2-3 inning for KT. As we will take a break, we'll come back in just a few minutes. All right, we're back. Sauer is still out on mound, just 73 pitches. Ten pitches in the first, 20 in the second, 16 in the third, 12 in the fourth, and 15 in the fifth. He has had a 1-2-3 inning only. As that's misses outside, ball one. This is where Samsung has got to be able to do their job. They've got to get some hits here. As the 1-0 pitch in there for a strike, and it's a 1-1. Because they have 0 hits. They have 0 hits. Kid at the bar. As the 1-1 is going to be a ground ball. The second baseman going to toss over to first, and that'll be another out. Yeah, it's kind of hard to score runs with 0 hits on the day. Kind of hard unless you're facing Hanwha's bullpen and they're going to walk all your runs in for you. All right, Gujahuka steps in. They might as well. That is a swing and a miss, and it's a 0-1. And again, Samsung is full of left-handed hitters, so you got a righty on the mound who's not a hard-throwing righty. One misses low, 1-1. Oh yeah, actually I think the play was in C. Young Min or who was Kium's starter? As that one is lifted up, a center fielder going back though. Yeah, that's 2 away. All right, and now the number 4 hitter. Young Min, I think, was the Kium starter versus Hu Chang Mo. Again, Kium really struggles to win 2 close games in a row just because of their bullpen. As Diaz steps in, looks at strike 1. Just KT did not just score there. I just fat fingered it or fat thumbed it technically. This is inside. 1-1. Just catches the bottom of the zone. 1-2. He is just catching the edges of these corners, the edges of the zones, exactly where you want it. All right, here we go. The 1-2 pitch to Diaz. Misses way inside at 2-2. Still just at 83 pitches. Well, thank you. All right, here we go. 2-2 pitch now. Sauer. Runs way inside, and that runs the count full, 3-2. 4th full count of the day for Samsung. They're 0 for 3 on the day with 2 strikeouts and a flyout to right. Yeah, as the 3-2 pitch is fouled away. It keeps it to 3-2. We'll give Diaz his own personal music. 3 runs is not much against Samsung, though. Again, he's at 85 pitches, so I mean, obviously, I think they're going to keep him out there as long as something doesn't happen. As the 3-2 is rolled over, a second baseman grabs it, throws it over, and that will be a 3 away. Another 1-2-3 inning as we will go to the bottom of the 6th. 3-0. AT. Absolute snoozer. But the nice thing is at least I'll get a chance to do some editing. Yeah, not a good day to be a Samsung fan. Or to have money on Samsung, I guess. I'm about to go 0 for 2 in my streams this week. I thought Hanwha would get the win yesterday. They lost. I thought Samsung would get the win today, and they're going to lose. Yeah, I mean, there's still plenty of game, and it is the KBO. No game is ever, ever, ever over until the final out, obviously. All right, so Wantain is still out there. 81 pitches for him. You're gonna have the number 6, 7, 8 hitters coming up for KT is that's in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. Man, it is rough to watch. It's a 8. That's going to be a ground ball. The second baseman out on the grass makes the play and 1 away. Again, only the second time. No, I guess never mind. They've gone 1, 2, 3, and 2 innings. Both of those innings were the only innings that they got the leadoff hitter out. Can they do it again? Yu Hyun-in steps in, though. That is a check swing, but it's in there for a strike anyway, and it's 0-1. Hyun-in, a 1 for 1 on the day, a double, a run scored, a walk, and a run scored. If he gets on, he scores. That's the correlation, ladies and gentlemen. I think you can put it on the board. As the 0-1, awful camera angle there. Thanks for not letting us actually see the pitch. Thanks a lot, Spo TV. Oh, now we get to see it in the replay. As that is fouled. Here we go, the 0-2 pitch. Check swing, almost hit him. But fouled it off. I didn't really watch the game yesterday. The Samsung KT game, but they only scored 1 run as the 0-2 pitch misses way outside. Imagine that. Don't want to throw anywhere near the plate. Just throw way off the plates. And hopefully they chase it. 86 pitches now for Juan Taina, trying to get through the 6th. Seems to be a little windy there as the camera is shaking a little bit. All right, here we go. The 1-2 pitch just sets up high and fouls it away again. Yeah. I like this song though. On the 1-2 pitch, fouled away again. While he keeps fouling away, guys, please make sure you hit the thumbs up. That is a like on YouTube. That is an up or recommendation over on SOOP. If you want to follow me on SOOP, next to my channel name is a little star. If you click that, it's called a loyal viewer. Obviously, if you want to follow me on YouTube, just hit that subscribe button. All righty, here we go. The 1-2 pitch just sets up at the waist once again, and that one is turned on, but it's going to hook foul. And he is doing his best to make sure that this is going to be Juan Tain's final inning. You guys hear me say Che a lot and then I correct myself into Juan Tain. Samsung also has a pitcher named Chewan Tae, and this pitcher is Juan Tain. It's the 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss. That'll be 2 away now as he gets his 5th strikeout. Brings up the number 8 hitter, Hansung Taek. And Hansung Taek is actually going to have to swing the bat, ladies and gentlemen. He's going to have to swing the bats. He's a man of the people, Jojo. A man of the people. Loves to give people the souvenirs. Something to remember the old game by. What a guy, what a guy, what a guy. All right, Hansung Taek steps in now. That is in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. Crazy thing is, I've been to I've been way more than over 500 games. I've never gotten a ball. Never once. And I was in the cheer section for almost all of them. I've been given a ball. Like, I've been given a ball after a game. I've been given a ball. Like, I found balls at minor league stadiums is the 1-1 pitch. Did he go around? I don't think so. He did not. 2-1. 94 pitches now for Juan Tain. Oh, yeah, he did go around. They're going to video replay this. No, those of whoever was talking about earlier how he's never seen a KBO miss a call. They also have a video replay on check swings. So they have regular video replay, and then they also have a check swing video replay. A squeaky, squeaky chair. Thunderquagga, swing at me now. So that'll make it a 1-2. Try to get him to chase into the dirt to 2-2. I think I might have an extra ball back behind me that isn't signed. The 2-2 pitch. That's going to be rolled over past the third baseman. And he is on. He does his job once again. Hansung Taek finally gets to swing the bats, and he comes up with a 2-out single. Brings up the number 9 hitter. I have signed balls. Have I signed balls? I don't know if I've definitely signed for people though. I have people have asked for my autograph. I will say that. It definitely feels weird as they check over on the runner for some reason. All right, Guangdong Jin steps in, 1-for-1 on the day, a walk and a 2 RBI double, and that is a foul off of his foot. 0-1. KT. Tap. The 0-1. This is there, 1-1. 98 pitches now. We got to get rid of these these old KBO cards from last year. Is that a swing and a miss there? Again, we've got about 15 packs of the old cards. We've got these here. And then we've got the 2026 cards to start opening up. If anybody can start hitting a home run, Samsung just needs to hit the ball first. That's their first priority, I think. All right, here we go. The 1-1-1-2 pitch. This is inside on pitch number 100. Banana, banana. Yeah, here we go. The 2-2 pitch. Yep, and that's going to be a hit right back up the middle. And then they've got runners on first and second. Yeah, Tyler. I think so. 101 pitches. No, they're going to keep him. Lee Seung-hyun warming up in the bullpen. They're going to keep him out there. Not coming off yet, Tyler. They're going to let him face one more batter. Does it hurt him? 101 pitches for Won Tae-in. And he is their Korean ace. All right, to Chaewon Jun leading the league in average. That misses way up and out of the zone. 1-0. 1 for 3 on the day. Double scoring one. The guy at first is so fast. And with 2 outs, he can just be off on anything off the bat. 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss. Beautiful pitch. He already did have a double today. He led off the game, or led off the first inning, his first at bat with a double. That just misses, and it's 2-2. No, 2-1. Now it's 2-2. Tyler is a profit also. Dean with a grand slam. Well, that means 2 of my picks today are looking good. Here we go, the 2-2 pitch. And that is a fouled away. Stays 2-2. And welcome, Sally. I don't gamble. As the 2-2 is lifted up, a right fielder comes running in, and it is going to drop down. 1 run is in, and that is going to be a Chaewon Jun RBI blue pit. Perfect. My go-to was LG and NC were my two go-to picks. LG was my first pick. NC, and then this one, as that is going to be it for him. We'll have our first pitching change of the day, as he's cannot get out of it, cannot get the quality starts as he gives it up. Yeah. Yeah, I liked Guchang Mo versus why do Lee Hyung Min is the why can I not remember the starter for Ha Young Min? Doosan and Lotte. Still at 0. I would have taken Hanwha also, just because I don't like I don't like Asian starters. I don't like the Japanese starters. They're not very good. NC is only up a 2-0 against Kium, though. Guchang Mo had a pretty rough few outings, actually. No, Hanwha and Kyo would definitely not a 50-50. Definitely not. If Kia's Asian quota pitcher would have been a lefty, then I would have said it's a 50-50. Alcantara, I mean, he's actually really good. He was good whenever he was he pitched for KT, and he pitched for and for Doosan. As that pitch to Kim Hyun-soo is way outside, ball 1. Right-hander, Lee Sung-hyun. All right, here we go. The 1-0 pitch. It fouls it away. 1-1. No. I mean, the only thing they really have good going for him is Anu Jin. That's because they're awful. They're awful for a reason. So there's 2 reasons. Number 1, Lee Jong-hoo plays for the Giants. Kim Ha-sung plays for the Braves. Song Sung-moon plays for the Padres. And Kim Hae-sung plays for the Dodgers. All those guys used to play for Kiel. As that one is lifted up, a left fielder underneath it, and that will be a 3 away, but not before they get another one and chase the starter. We'll go to the 7th inning. 4-0. KT. Yeah, and we can even go deeper than that. Former Minnesota Twin, Pak Byung-ho, who just retired after last season, used to play for KT and for Samsung. He was a Kium hero. And then you can also go with former Pittsburgh Pirates shortstop, Kang Jong-ho. I can never remember which order his name is actually in. He was also a Kium hero. So Kium in the last 15 years have sent 6 different players, and they actually have the most likely next pitcher to go, and that is Anu Jin. He's a guy that throws 160 consistently, but he's just coming back from his military duty and elbow surgery. All right, so you're gonna have the 5, 6, 7 hitters coming up in the top of the inning. Yeah, the second reason why QM is also bad is all of these other teams are owned by corporations. So Samsung's owned by Samsung, KT's owned by KT. They're all owned by corporations. QM is owned by a guy. The naming rights, QM, he sells the naming rights for the team. So what that means is that he cannot operate at a loss like all of the other teams can. Is that Mrs. Lowe want to know to Chae Hyung-woo? I don't know how many total. I know I have seen one as the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss, so 1-1. SSG. I would say SSG, maybe. All right, here we go. The 2-1 pitch. Way outside, 3-1. I mean, there's a salary cap in the KBO, so I would say no. Starting in, I believe, 2027, there's going to be a salary floor also. And that is going to be a leadoff walk to Chae Hyung-woo. Will they pinch run here? Yeah, but SSG has, I believe they have the highest payroll. Maybe they don't anymore. Hanwha has a lot of money. They throw money around all the time. They've been throwing money around for ages, though. All right, so UG Hyuk, I think they just said they were pinch hitting, though. They are pinch hitting here. As that is stroked into the gap. The center fielder is not going to be able to make it as Chae Hyung-woo is going to round his seconds, head to third, and that is going to be the first hit of the day, ladies and gentlemen, on the pinch hit from Yang Woo Hyung. All right, ladies and gentlemen, how much longer until they show the scoreboard with the 1 hits? It's your fault, Tyler. Pinch hit to break up the no-hitter. Ouch. That'll be it for Sauer. We'll get into the bullpens, ladies and gentlemen. We will get into the bullpens. There, they just showed it. They just showed the scoreboard. I knew it wouldn't take long. Yeah, I actually, I do. Speaking about Alcantara, I have him on my fantasy team. So, but I also had the starter for Samsung on my fantasy team. But I might actually lose this week. I'm only up by 24. Because the other guy's got Guchang Mo, who's pitching for NC, and he's got Kim Jin-wook, who pitches for Lotte. So he's actually destroying me today. I got my 3 points from Juan Tayin. Luckily, I didn't get a 0 or negative. Oh, Lotte just took the lead, ladies and gentlemen. Lotte takes the lead in the bottom of the 6th. An RBI from Jeonmin Jae. Guess I should see who's coming in to hit here. Song Dong-hyun will come in to pinch hit, or pinch, not, to pitch. My lord, English is my first language, ladies and gentlemen, believe it or not. All right, Song Dong-hyun out on the mound, facing EJ Hyun, and he crushes that one. Goodbye, baseball. 4-3 game. One pitch, 3 runs. We've got ourselves a game once again, ladies and gentlemen. And on top of that, it's time for some cards. That's right. Remember, every time they hit a home run, we open up a pack of KBO cards. As Kim Do-won steps in and looks at ball one. All right, the 1-0 pitch, it catches the outside, 1-1. So, starting off with a KT, I don't know who this is, Jun Sung-ho. No idea who this is. Shortstop for Lotte. He's the one that just scored to give them the first run of the day, Junmin Jae. And that's a big swing and a miss there, 0-2, or 1-2. And everybody should know this man, Mr. Yang E.G. So, a couple quality cards in that pack. All right, so the 1-2 pitch misses way up. Thank you, JoJo. All right, here we go. 2-2 counts now to Kim Do-won. And fouls it away. Kim Do-won getting his first at-bat of the day as he took over on defense after Kang Min-ho on the 6-3 groundouts. The 2-2 pitch now. Grounds that one to third baseman and picks it up, throws across the diamond. Not a great throw, but that'll get him. And 1 away, bringing up the number 9 hitter. At least they're going to make this a game, and maybe the few people looking for KBO games and KBO scores will decide to check it out. Jun Byung-woo looks at ball one up and in. 1-0. Jun Byung, or so. I wonder if he pitched yesterday. It's very possible that he pitched yesterday also. Yeah, he also pitched yesterday. As Jun Byung-woo gets that one, and that is going to be caught from Hilliard as he runs in, and 2 away. They both made it look like that was going to drop down. Yeah. Never, ever, ever trust the KBO until it says the game is over. So he did pitch yesterday. Only threw 7 pitches yesterday, though. We got 7 pitches in 1 inning. And that misses way, way outside. Ball 1, 1-0. All right, here we go. The 1-0 pitch now to Kim Ji-chan. That is a fouled away. Do not ever put money on him hitting a home run. I don't know if he's ever hit one. I'm sure he's hit one, right? Kim Ji-chan, career home runs. And misses low. Oh, he does have. Oh, he has 6 home runs. He has 6 career. There you go, man. Take the win. Always take the win. The 2-1 is slapped. That's past the diving third baseman. And Kim Ji-chan is now on first. He's got a ton of speed. Yu Hyun In grabbing his back after he dove. Grabbing his back. So now you've got a runner on first. You've got a third baseman grabbing his back, looking like me, getting up every morning after my 5Ks. Thank you once again, JoJo. And again, JoJo pulling through today. Mo. Baby, yeah, that is the thing is KT, their closer is really, really good. Son Dong-hyun is actually also very good. He's one of the better relievers, but he did pitch yesterday. Oftentimes, you don't get good 2 straight games from a bullpen. You just don't. KT's starter was, to me, a very even starter with to Samsung. Now, Samsung's starter did not pitch well. He did not pitch well at all. But for the most parts, I would consider Sauer and Wan Tae-in pretty even. Fired. Woo. He did hit one his rookie year, Steve. That was the COVID year, but he hit 6. So he had 3 in 2024. All right, Kim Sung-yoon steps in. Again, Kim Ji-chan has an absolute ton of speed. Han Sung-taek. Steve, how is Han Sung-taek at throwing runners out? Han Sung-taek used to play for Kia. As they check over on him again. Nine for 12 on stolen bases on the season. 155 stolen bases on his career. 23 times he's been caught. Wow, that's a huge cheer That's a huge cheer stage over there for the away team. All right, here we go. Kim Sung-yoon 0 for 2 on the day. He walked in his first at-bat and a couple 4-3 groundouts, and that is into the dirts. And he is going to have to dive back. What's up, Tufo? Welcome back. Yeah, not scoring in that first inning, leaving the bases loaded after getting a runner on first and third with nobody outs for your number 3 hitter. That was rough. And then in the second inning, not decent either. As that one is popped up, that is going to be underneath the catcher, and that will be out number 3. But Samsung makes it a game, ladies and gentlemen. Not only do they get Sauer out of the game, they make it a game with a 3-run shot from Kim Jae-hyun. And we've got a 4-3 game as we go to the bottom of the 7th. Tufo, did you take KT? Oh, yeah, he has not been good. Yeah, Samsung's offense is very, very good. They're not nearly as good away from Samsung, obviously. Tyler talking about no hitters and immediately gives it up. I start talking about needing home runs to pull some KBO cards, and of course, they hit one. Yeah, Twins came back. Again, I just don't trust the SSG to be able to do much. LG's now up to 7-5. as they've scored another run in the 6th. Lotte scored 3 now in the bottom of the 6th. They're up 3-0. Hanwha is up a 4-0. They're in the top of the 7th there. Kia's up to bats. And NC and Kium still at 2-0 as those teams are, I don't know what they're doing, honestly. All right, who do we got? We've got the 3, 4, 5 hitters coming up for KT here in. Let's get rid of these. Their closer is very good. Yeah, their closer is very good. But they did use their guys yesterday because it was a 3-1 win. As Kim Min-hyuk looks at just strike one. Bae Chang-sung out on the mound now for Samsung to face the lefties. At 3.13 ERA, he is hard throwing young guy. I think he's 20. Yang Woo-hyun stays in at second base after the double. Kim Min-hyuk 0 for 3 on the day. That catches the outside corner, and it's 1-2. A 3-2-5-2 put out in his first at bat, a fly out to center and a fly out to left. That is a lot. As the 1-2 is fouled away. KT's manager is not very good, honestly. He would probably bunt if he gets a runner on for, well, maybe he's not going to bunt because it'll be the number 4 hitter. But I could definitely see him bunting as he slaps at that, fouls it away. 1-2. That ball was way off the zone, but still slapping at it anyway. Again, Kim Min-hyuk does not have music I can use because he is hanging out with T-Pain on his off days. As another foul. How many of you guys took took Samsung when KT went up 1-0? A 1-2 pitch just sets up a down at the knees, and that's going to be a ground ball right back to the pitcher. And an underhand toss to Diaz. 1 away. Ooh, 4-0. Wow. That was huge. All right, Hilliard steps in now. All right, Hilliard. Swing and a miss. He's way out in front of that. So he's thinking 150. It was 120, 135. All right, here we go. The 0-1 pitch. Into the dirts. 1-1. At 3-0. There you go. And another 1-1 pitch just catches this bottom of the zone, and Hilliard cannot believe it. Not a fan of the old ABS system. And he stands way off the plate. He is way, way off the plate. And the 1-2 pitch. Did he go around? He says he did. Third strikeout of the day for Hilliard, and that is a 2 away. If I can give you any advice for a guy that's been going to KBO games for 12 years, is don't bet on the KBO. That is my advice to you. Is Lee Jung-hoon? That's going to be a ground ball. Second baseman will grab it, throws to first, and that is a 1-2-3. 3 times now, ladies and gentlemen. 3 times. 3-4-5 has come up to lead off an inning, and 3 times they have gone 1-2-3. We go to the top of the 8th inning now. 4-3. All right, so we'll see what happens next. I guess I got to do some more math here. I skipped out of my math back in the 6th inning. All right, the old Samsung Leonays will have their 3-4-5 hitters coming up. And really, right now, the difference in this game is the fact that they left the starter out there after he gave up the second hit in the 6th inning after throwing over 100 pitches. Tyler was said, oh, he's coming out. Nope. All right, Hansung Hyuk steps in. 4.71 ERA, 2-1 on the season, 9 holds, 31 games, 28.2 innings, 37 strikeouts, 17 walks, 259 batting average against former Hanwha Eagle. Nine holds on the season, 5th in the league. All right, so sounds good, Carlos. All right, Gu Jauk will lead things off. 0 for 2 on the day, a fly out to left, a fly out to a center, and a walk, and that is in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. Those of you guys watching, please do me a favor, hit the thumbs up, whether that is a YouTube, hitting the like, or the thumbs up on a SOOP. That is a upper recommendation. As the 0-1 pitch is going to be a ground ball, but it's foul, and it's 0-2. Also, if you are hanging out on SOOP, please, next to my channel name is a little star. If you click on that, that is how you follow me. As Baejung Dae is into center field, Hilliard over to left. Thank you, thank you. As the 0-2 pitch into the dirt, so 1-2. Again, you cannot just throw 3 straight strikes. So let's figure this out. So Chaewon Jun stays in right. Kim Min Hyuk comes out. In goes Baejung Dae, as that is a bounce into the ground. Baejung Dae will take over in center field. Thank you for the heart flash mob. As
Thank you for the recommendation. I bet KBO.
Thank you, KBO. Welcome. Yeah, I live in Korea. I've been here for 12 years. The 2-2 pitch now. Oh, wrong button. 2-2 is a foul away. Yeah. Yeah, I live in Korea. That's why I have a KT Wiz uniform there. I have Samsung Lions uniform. Those are all of the bears for all the team. Yeah, English teacher. As the 2-2 pitch sets up on the outside, fouled away. I say English teacher, but I don't actually teach English. I mainly teach history. I'm actually the head teacher at an international school. So I teach during the day and then I come home and stream some baseball. All right, here we go. The 2-2 pitch just sets up a down at the knees into the dirt, and it bounces up and hits him in the throat. It looked like it got behind the throat protector. I don't know what that thing is called, the gobble gobble turkey thingy. Yes, we've got ourselves a full count here in the eighth inning. He did, Gujauk did lead off one other inning. That was the fourth inning and ended up walking in that inning. Thank you, JoJo. JoJo going crazy. I don't actually have a degree in history. It's just the way the way the Korean education system works. So basically, if you have a visa that allows you to work anywhere, they'll let you teach anything. I do a lot of research before class. Kujauk, if you look in on the screen, there's a bat behind one of the batters. As that misses up high, and he walks him. Tying run now on first base as one of the most dangerous hitters in the league steps up. I don't have to speak Korean. I teach at an international school, so I speak English, but I do speak Korean. All right, it's a Gujauk over at first base. He has a decent speed. Samsung now 39% chance to win. Diaz, one of the scariest hitters in the league. We've got a custom music for him too. As that is in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. Jojo loves it. All right, here we go. The 0-1 pitch. Misses down and in, 1-1. I was. I was. Well, yeah, I started teaching kindy last year for the first 3 months. My school closed down. What's up, Brendan? And then yeah, my school closed down. I went to teach at an after school program. That's why I couldn't stream that much, as that misses down and in, and it's 2-1. Then in October last year, I moved to Chungju to do. Sleeping since 1A. What are you doing sleeping when KBO is on, man? Got to get your act together.
Lions,
As fouled off of his foot. Ooh, right off of it. Ooh. Ouch. All right, so we'll try this again. A 2-2 pitch now. Gujauk over at first. I'll tell you as soon as the Diaz at bat is over. As here we go, the 2-2 pitch sets up outside. Misses low, runs the count full, 3-2. Second, a straight batter with a full count. Diaz is full count in his last at bat. KBO, I was definitely contemplating not streaming today. Wednesdays are just not a good day to stream, and I'm running around all day at work. As the 3-2 pitch that is ripped foul on ball 4, and this stays a 3-2.
Lions, Diaz, 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 Diaz,
All right, here we go. The 3-2 pitch once again, and that is going to be ball 4 as he almost hits him. Runners now on first and seconds. The all-time KBO hit leader, the all-time KBO doubles leader, the all-time KBO RBI leader comes up to bat. So I actually was only going to move here for a few years. After I finished school, I traveled the U.S. for 5 years, working at different places. And before I finished my master stuff, I was actually going to uh, travel and move to Spain and teach English, and didn't work out. As Che Hung Woo swing and a miss there, 0-1, and so I was decided to give the teaching English in another country thing a try, and was gonna wanted to move to China, but couldn't get a job in China because I didn't have experience teaching English. As the 0-1 pitch, and that is lifted to left field, but the Hilliard will range over and makes the catch, and not a good throw in. On away now, brings up the number 6 hitter. This is the guy that had the double in the last inning. But so I moved to Korea. I was going to stay in Korea for 3 years and then take that experience and move on over to move to China. But obviously, I'm still here, so that did not actually work. There's always a chance, Carlos. This is the KBO. All right, to Yang Hyun, a 1-for-1 with a double and a run scored. And that almost hits him. He should have let it hit him, actually. Ball 1-0. Han Sung Hyuk already at 18 pitches. 20 is his max. And I say this as a guy who has seen this guy pitch for the last 5 years, most of the time in person. 20 pitches is his max. And Gu Jauk faked that, and that is way outside at 2-0. I don't watch any MLB anymore. When I first moved to Korea, I worked in the evenings, as they're going to come out and probably change him. Nope, I'm just going to talk to him. When I first moved to Korea, I worked in the evenings, the afternoons, so I had all the time in the world to watch MLB. But for me, I work 9 to 5:30. So in the morning, I can't watch MLB. I'm teaching or doing other admin stuff, and then in the afternoon, I'm doing KBO. So I really don't have time for the MLB. I do my 40-hour work, 40 hours a week regular job, and then KBO takes 4 to 5 hours every day so I'm doing 25 to 30 hours a week with KBO stuff. And actually, it's way more than that now since we started the Damas Weiguk and Hanguk Yagu tour. Is the 2-0 pitch now, sets up on the outside, and that's going to be a big chopper up the middle. This shortstop grabs it, underhand toss to the second baseman, and that will be a 2 away, moves the runner over on the 6-4 groundouts. So a 2 away, runners on first and third. Ujauka moves over to third base. Diaz out on the base pass. Runner now, Yang Hyun moves over to first base. I imagine that he's going to be swing or going here, because he's a guy that pitches. He pitched 70 years last year, or 70 games last year. All right, EJ Hyun steps in. He had the 3-run shot last inning, 20 pitches. I told you this is where he struggles mightily, as that is right down the middle. And I was trying to check to see if Han Sung Hyuk actually pitched last night, because 2 nights in a row he's also not very good. He also threw 25 pitches last night. Ended up walking 2 and giving up a hit and a run, as the 0-1 into the dirts, and that's will be. He heads on over to second base. Like I said, it wouldn't be long before he did that. Now you've got to actually throw it across the diamond. Well, thank you very much, whoever that was. I don't know why it didn't pop up the name. Oh, that's the users. That's how many people are watching. That's why. Yeah. Imagine Chicago White Sox worst season. That is the KBO every single season. As that is a swing and a miss, and it's a 1-2. Why are we now showing this? All right, here we go. The 1-2 pitch. Runners on a second and third. And that is a foul away. Oh, it's fantastic to watch. It's fantastic to watch. It's super entertaining, but the quality is questionable. The fundamentals just really doesn't lack. There's some guys that are really good, and there's some really good plays and some pretty good pitchers and some really good hitters. But the fundamentals, man, they're frustrating to watch a lot of nights. Is the 1-2 pitch misses outside at 2-2. 25 pitches now, 25 last night to 25 tonight. 2-2 pitch now. On deck is Kim Do-won, the backup catcher. The backup catcher. The 2-2 pitch rolls over. The third baseman throws across the diamond, and that will be 3 away. They get 2 walks, but nothing after that. They probably should have bunted. That'll take us to the bottom of the 8th. 4-3. KT. Yeah. Told you guys you should have cashed out. Told you guys you should have cashed out. If Samsung was home, I would have said, nah, don't cash out. But since Samsung is away, yeah, you should have cashed out. Even if they do come back to win, I mean, definitely should have cashed out. All right. Yeah, again, Samsung is just a completely different team away from Daegu. Let me see what they are. See if I can find their home and away splits. So when Samsung is home, they're 16 and 13. They score 5.67 runs a game. Now, when they're away, they're 17 and 12, and they score 5.38 runs per game. But I wonder how many of those are Hanwha games and SSG games. Tufo, do you have KT? All right. Bottom of the 8th inning, Kim Sang-soo will lead things off. I believe they'll have another pitcher coming in for Samsung. We'll see who it was. Lee Sung-min looks like. Yep, Lee Sung-min. All right, here we go. The first pitch to Kim Sang-soo is bounced off of the catcher's knee, and that's ball 1. Yeah, 0. Like again, if they were in if they were in Daegu for a Samsung home game, I would have expected 3 runs there. And the 1-0 misses way outside. 2-0. Ooh. The 2-0 pitch now. Right down the middle for a strike at 2-1. Elsewhere around the league, let's quick check on the scores. Hanwha is up a 4-1. Top of the 8th inning for Kia. They've got a runner on first with 1 out. As the 2-1 pitch to Kim Sang-soo is lifted up. A center fielder is under it, though. And 1 away. What's up, Jungle? Welcome, welcome. Yeah, things are still going.
Thank you for the recommendation, The Jungle.
Thank you, Jungle. All right, Yu Hyun-in steps in. That's Mrs. Lowe. 1-0. Yu Hyun-in, a double and then a run scored back into the second inning. That was the first run. That's what put KT up at first, and then a walk and a run scored on the Guangdong Jin 2 RBI double. That misses inside also, and it's a 2-0. As the 2-0 catches the top of the zone, 2-1. It's about that time. June is usually the time whenever they're like, okay, we given you time. It's time to go. Bring in somebody else. No big injuries that I know of. Still waiting for An Hyun-min to come back, as that is going to be stroked into center field, and it's going to drop down for a 1-out single. Second hit of the day for Yu Hyun-in. He is ready to run, too. All right, Han Sung-taek steps in. He singled in his one official at-bat. Yeah, almost a no-hitter. I guess you could say that. Han Sung-taek sacrificed bunt in the second inning that helped score a run. A sacrifice bunt in the fourth inning that helped score a run. As we're going to have a pinch runner here. And a single and run scored last at bat. And checks over on the runner. See if he can turn around. EJ1 is the runner as I finally get to see his backside. And another check over on the runner. Those of you that are MLB fans, the KBO does not have a 2-check limit. They can literally just keep throwing it over there and over there and over there and over there. Yeah, now that is a fouled away, 0-1. I don't think this guy's dead. Alrighty, here we go. The 0-1 pitch. And that's in there for a strike on the outside, 0-2. Yeah. Yeah, borderline. Again, it's looks like a Doosan Kia and KT, or sorry, Doosan Kia and Hanwha playing off in the middle for those 2 spots. Oh yeah, a lot of teams actually. So I'm gonna make it sound like you're racist here, but it's not the intention. Almost all of the Japanese Asian quota guys are all relievers. No, not really, Tyler. All right, the 0-2 pitch misses down and away. 1-2. So like Samsung's Asian quota guy Miyagi, he's not good at all. He's a reliever. Then you've also got KT. They've already released his Samoto. Yeah. As the 1-2 misses way upstairs, a 2-2. Then you have let's see. Kium has Yudo, who is their closer. There's one of the best uniforms right there, that KT Wiz uniform, that yellow one. As that is going to be a liner, drops in front of the right fielder, and another single from Hansung Taek. Getting 2 hits and 2 sacrifices out of your 191 hitting catcher. I actually used to have season tickets, so I've been to a lot of games. We'll just say that. I used to go to 70 to 80 games a season. I lived about 10 minutes, a 10-minute walk or so, 15-minute walk to the stadium. All right, Hog Young-min is going to pinch hit here for Guangdong Jin. Again, I mean, why would you pinch hit here? I mean, the guy you're pinch hitting for is only 2 for 2 with a walk, 2 RBI double, and a single. I mean, why wouldn't you pinch hit here? 10 teams. They each play a team. They're going to go with a pitching change here. So they're going to go with a righty. And then so they're going to take the lefty out. Makes 100% sense here. So we'll get a pitching change. Hog Young-min will pinch hit here whenever we get back. Hog Young-min would have taken over at third base where EJ Wan was. So... and Tyler, I actually went to, hopefully you don't have an advertisement there. I don't know. I saw it was 4-1. Oh, it's 4-3 now. My phone hasn't been, oh no, it has been blowing up. Kiwi and Stefan. So Tyler, actually, and anybody else who's in the stream, my buddies and I, last weekend, we actually started the Damas Owaegukun Hanguk Yagu Tour. What that means in Korean, in English, is the Damas, which is kind of like a K car. It's a 3-cylinder van that I drive. 3-cylinder, 5-passenger van that is smaller than your K trucks that are sweeping the Americas. Yeah, KT was also up 4-0. And then, so we take that and we go to every single baseball stadium in Korea, show you guys what it's like to go to a game, how much it is, what the food's like, what the beverages are like, what the cheer sections are like, all of that stuff. And then make some videos and I'll put them up on YouTube. So if you're checking out SOOP, you can definitely check out the YouTube channel. It's the same name. As Kim Jae-yoon comes in to pitch, he is the closer. Yeah, right. So Hog Young-min will face the closer, and that is the first pitch is popped up. Shortstop giving chase, but it'll get out of play, and it's 0-1. Yeah, here's actually a replica. Somebody got me this for as a gift. This is actually the 6-passenger kind of van, but it looks like this. It is tiny. It is this is just slightly smaller than the actual one. All right, here we go. Hog Young-min. I know he's got music. I need to put it up here. Hog Young-min. Where is his music? Oh, there it is. Oh, 1-1 into the dirt. That bad? It's KT is up 4-3. All righty, here we go. The 2-1 pitch. Just misses the bottom of the zone. Yeah, there's a pitcher, Anu Jin, who plays for Kium. Kium's the same team that has Lee Jung-woo, Kim Ha-sung, Kim Hae-sung, and Song Sung-moon, Park Byung-ho, and Kang Jung-ho. As that's in there for a strike, runs the count full, 3-2. He is probably the next to go. I think he's eligible in another year. And then also the third baseman for Kia is a pretty likely guy, as the 3-2 is popped up as he goes down to his knees. Everybody running in. Diaz makes the play. Doesn't matter, though. It's an infield of fly. Man, 2 away. Yeah. Lee Jung-hoo of the Giants, Kim Ha-sung of the Atlanta Braves, formerly Padres. Kim Hae-sung of the Dodgers. Yep. Song Sung-moon. All those guys came from Kium. All right, back to the top of the lineup, but Chaewon Jun steps in, a 2 for 3 or 2 for 4 on the day. Swing and a miss there. Is missing it to big time. Chaewon Jun. The 0-1 misses up high. He tried to go up high again, but he wasn't chasing that one. Kim Do-won, the catcher there, will lead off the top of the 9th inning for Samsung as they're trying to keep this a 1-run game. Which one, Steve? Han Jun-soo or Kim Tae-gun? As the 1-1 pitch. Low, and it's 2-1. Yep, all the current MLB players are from Kium. Han Jun-soo. No. That's yeah, Han Jun-soo. 42 is Kim Tae-gun. As the 2-1, a swing and a miss. He's way ahead of that to change up. 2-2. Steve, is it still 4-3? So today, Steve, you'll thoroughly enjoy this. Today, I'm teaching my 5 and 6 year old kids, and Yang Yi-ji, what? Because that's going to be a ground ball, but it's foul. I was teaching my my 5 and 6 year old kids, or maybe 6 and 7 now, and one of the girls comes in and she's got a Kia uniform on, and we're reviewing sounds and letter and words and stuff, and we bring up B, and one of the words is bat, and she's sitting there with a Kia Tigers uniform on, and I'm like, girl, you should know this. She's like, huh? I'm like, you're wearing a baseball uniform. How do you not know this is a bat? Up high. Runs the count full, 3-2. Yang Hyung Jong did play, but he was from Kia. Are you talking about the catcher that took the pitch to took the hit to the chest? That's Yang Yi-ji, but he plays for Doosan. Yeah. Oh. For this one, no, he already had a full count to the first guy, Park Young-min. Still KT. All right, here we go. The 3-2 pitch is popped up. Catcher flops the mask off, and but won't be able to show the speed, and it'll stay at 3-2. Oh, Kim Kwan Hyun. No, pitcher for the Cardinals now on Kia. No, there is no pitcher for the Cardinals. The pitcher for the Cardinals is on SSG. Kim Kwan Hyun, KK, he is for SSG, but he's out for the season after surgery. The pitcher for Kia that played for the Rangers is Yang Hyun Jong. All right, once again, another 3-2 pitch. League leader in average up at the plate to 2 for 4 on the day, and the 3-2 is turned on, but hooks foul. Stays 3-2. Cardinals also had Oh Sung-won. He also played for the Blue Jays and the Rockies. He played for the Samsung Lions. But the biggest fail of those parents is the girl had the uniform tucked in. All right, here we go. The 3-2 pitch. That's up at the knees, and that is a popped foul again. Here's the thing, and this is and I understand why they brought him in here, but this is your closer. He's thrown 15 pitches already. If you take a lead in the 9th inning, now you've got a closer throwing 30 pitches. All right, here we go. Once again, another 3-2 pitch. Slaps it foul. The third baseman for Kia 2 years ago had 40 home runs and 38 stolen bases, I think. That is the Heat, JoJo. He only throws 145. All right, here we go. Once again, another pitch. And he walks him. All you people that didn't cash out, Lee Seung-min already came in. Yeah. Again, KT has one of the best closers in the game. He did close last night, though. Jungle, what's that Hanwha game at? All right, Kim Hyun-soo steps in, one of the most dangerous hitters in the game with a chance here. Pure clutch. He won the MVP of the Korean series last game. Former Baltimore Oriole, former Philadelphia Philly. The 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Fouls it away. Former Doosan Bear, former LG Twin, former Baltimore Oriole, former Philadelphia Philly. Well, he's like 42 years old. He doesn't want to run. He used to be an outfielder. Now he's a first baseman. He started playing first base this year. Actually, he played first a little bit, a couple of years. As the 1-2 pitch fouls it away. Fastball, 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 fastball. Kim Young-soo, 1 for 4 on the day. He is singled in his first at-bats. Fly out to right, fly out to left, fly out to left. Does not have any speed if he does put the ball on the ground. Yeah, sets up way outside and throws it way outside. Yeah, he's also part of Team Korea multiple years. All right, 22 pitches in this inning, 2-2 counts. And he lifts that one up. Right fielder giving chase at the wall. Makes the catch, and they leave the bases loaded for the second time today. They left 10 on. We will go to the 9th inning. 4-3. KT. Do some more math here. I'm going to guess that Park Young-hyun is going to come in again. He is one of the best closers in the league. So coming up is going to be the 8-9-1 hitters. You got to one of the best closers in the game in Korea, and he is going to face the 8-9-1 hitters. Does not look good for Samsung, ladies and gentlemen. I wonder if they're going to pinch hit here. Again, the catcher, the backup catcher is going to be leading things off. Park Young-hyun out on the mound. 13 saves on the season. 3-0, 23 games, 26 points at 2 innings. He did pitch last night. So Park Young-hyun, 13 saves. Kim Jae-yoon, that was the closer that just came in the bottom of the 8th for Samsung. Is we are going to have a pinch hitter here, Park Sung-gyu. Park Sung-gyu. And the 0-1 way outside. 1-1. Park Sung-gyu has home run potential. That just gets the stitch on the inside corner. Anwar took out 27. That's Iminu, isn't it? 27 is Iminu, I thought. Yeah. And the 1-2 misses way outside. A 2-2. He is left. He is right. He is in the zone. He is out of the zone. Eminu, that's the former Kia Tiger. Him and Eugene Young came over on a trade. As the 2-2 misses low, runs the count full, 3-2. And here's the 3-2 pitch way outside, and he walks the go-ahead batter onto the bases. He's got plenty of speed also. This is the fun, ladies and gentlemen. Jongjun Wan is over at short. There's a noodle pack with baseball. What? I don't know. Another pinch hitter here. Pinch hitting with the bunt, ladies and gentlemen. Fantastic. Runner on first, nobody out. Let's lower our chance of scoring the 1 run we need by bunting. As he drops down the bunt to the third baseman. Oh, he could have easily gone to second. Could have easily gone to second. Runner is now over to second base. Again, the KBO managers are absolutely incompetent. Runner on first has a 4% higher chance of scoring 1 run than a runner on second with 1 out. But hey, let's give up an out because we are dumb. The 0-1 pitch. Kim Ji-chan, 1 for 3 on the day. Misses outside, 1-1. It might, again, not. It's still a stupid idea. There we go. The 1-1 pitch to Kim Ji-chan. Fouls that away. 1-2. None at all, Tyler. All right, here we go. Kim Ji-chan. The 1-2 pitch. Fouled away. Stays 1-2. Here we go. The 1-2 rolls it over, but gets foul. Stays 1-2. And he puts something down on the ground. He always has a chance to beat it out. Home run? He's 160 centimeters tall, man. He has 6 career home runs. He hasn't hit a home run in 2 years. All right, so the 1-2 pitch. Nope, none of that stupid rules, Tyler, as that is way up high, 2-2. Nope. Game, it's a regular extra innings, but they only play 11 innings. It's a tie after 11. Here we go. 2-2 pitch. It sets up right down the middle and misses, and that runs the count full. 3-2. Another full count. 14 pitches now from Pak Young Hyun. And that is the fouled away. He threw 22 pitches last night. 15 pitches now. Oh, yeah, he is tiny. And it checks over on the runner. He wants a new baseball. That one doesn't have any strikes left in it. They all watch the game to see that girl's talking to somebody because they're on the TV, and they all watch the game while they're watching the game. As here comes the 3-2 pitch. It sets up right down the middle. Misses, and that is going to be ball 4. And now the go-ahead run is on first base with the number 2 hitter coming up. Yeah, the next guy is also small, Kim Sung-yoon. Kim Ji-chan is, they don't have his height listed anymore. But yeah, he's a 160, and then I think Kim Sung-yoon is like maybe 170. Again, look at KT's manager, everybody. He's one of the worst managers in the league. Is Han Sung-ju warming up in the bullpen. Just got back from military duty, I believe. These two, tough to double up, Tyler. They are very, very fast. All right, so runners on first and second, Kim Sung-yoon. 0 for 3 on the day. A walk, a 4-3 ground out, a 4-3 ground out, and a pop-up to the catcher in foul territory. As that is in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. On deck is Gu Jauk. 0 for 2 on the day with a couple walks. And behind him is Diaz. As the 0-1 misses low. 1-1. No, you got it. I think that's how he is romanized. I haven't seen anything. The last I looked was he is about ready to start doing his like kind of rehabilitation work. His swing and a miss. He's not able to catch up to 149 down the middle. So the last I looked is they're waiting till he gets to 100%. They don't want to rush him back. He's supposed to do some tests, and then from those tests, he may be able to start doing hitting and fielding drills this month. As the 1-2 is fouled away at a pitch up at his eyes. 19 pitches now from Pak Young Hyun. Check it again. The 1-2 pitch sets up on the outside and swing and a miss. 2 away. Brings up a Gu Jauk. All right, Gu Jauk steps in. Like I said, 0 for 2 on the day. A couple walks. Led off the last inning with a walk. Now, he does have home run power. As that is in there for a strike at the very bottom of the zone. He's going to whine and cry to his mom. 331 with runners in scoring position. 1 home run. 442 running batters with runner batting with the runners in scoring position as the 0-1 pitch is sets up on the outside.
Thank you for the recommendation,
Swing
Carlos
and a miss.
W51.
Thank you, Carlos. As that is strike number 2. Samsung down to their final outs. Down to their final swing. Sets up way outside and he slaps it foul. He will get some more spray. Yeah. What time is it? 9:42? All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to say it now. Please make sure you hit the thumbs up. That is a like or a recommendation on SOOP. It's called an up. Make sure you like it over on YouTube as the 0-2 pitch misses way outside. Also, make sure you subscribe if you're over on YouTube. I stream the KBO 6 days a week in English. For those of you guys that don't know, I actually live in Korea. I lived here for 12 years. I used to be a season ticket holder. If you're in SOOP, please make sure you hit the little star next to my channel name. That's how you follow me there.
너무 감사합니다.
Thank you, Mikey. That's going to be lifted into left field, but Hilliard right there, and the line out to left ends the game as they leave 2 more on, and runner on first, nobody out. They bunt, and they don't score any runs. Oh my God! It's almost like the KBO managers are dumb as hell when it comes to managing baseball. Crazy how the guy in his apartment is streaming to a bunch of people around the world knows more about coaching and managing baseball than the guy's getting paid way more money than I am. Absolutely crazy, isn't it, ladies and gentlemen? Thank you, Tufo. Thank you. So a little recap here. Again, those of you guys, again, please make sure you hit the thumbs up on YouTube. That's a like, and then on SOOP, that is called an up or a recommendation. It's actually extremely important on SOOP. That's how my channel gets pushed out to the main page. Also, make sure you subscribe over on YouTube. If you want to watch a specific game, you can go over there and you can actually vote for which team you want to watch in the community tab on SOOP. Next to my channel name is a little star. You can click that. That is how you follow me. Again, I stream 5 or 6 days a week. I stream 5 or 6 days a week with the KBO. I also will be doing a tour this year, going to each of the stadiums with a couple other foreign guys and making some videos for that. So please do all of that stuff. And let's talk about this game. First inning, again, I was a little late getting home. That's going to happen every Wednesday. Bottom of the first is whenever I started streaming. Chaewon Jun gets a leadoff double, then a single from him behind from Kim Yeon-soo. Then Kim Min-hyuk ends up grounding into a 3-2, 5-2 play. Diaz made an absolutely fantastic play here. It was a ground ball right to Diaz. Diaz watches the runner on third, goes to a second. He sees him get too far off. He throws it home, and they end up getting him in a rundown. That 100% saved a run because they ended up not being able to score in that inning, despite having runners on first and third with nobody out, and second and third with just 1 out. Then in the second inning, a leadoff double, a sacrifice bunt, moves him over, a walk behind that. Thank you. I can't read that name, but thank you. And then a 6-3 RBI ground out to put them ahead. Again, runner on second, nobody outs. There's no reason to bunt. You don't have to worry about hitting into double play because he's on second. There's nobody on first. Again, there's no reason for it. It does increase your chance of scoring 1 run, and they scored, guess what? 1 run, only 1 run. Then traded back and forth a little bit. Samsung didn't even have a hit until the 7th inning. And then in the 4th inning, a leadoff single, and then a walk. Now you've got runners on first and second. So what do? That's right, you bunt. Again, the same guy bunted. He moved the runners over, second and third with nobody out. They ended up getting a double from their catcher or from their number 9 hitter. That scored 2 runs. That put them up 3-0. Then in the sixth inning, this is the first screw up of the Samsung manager on the day. The first. Don't worry, there's plenty more. You've got runners. You've got the pitcher out there. He's thrown almost 100 pitches at this point. He ends up giving up a 2-out single. Then he's at over 100 pitches. He gives up another single. So 2 outs, 2 runners on. He's got the top of the lineup back up. Facing them for the 4th time has the league leader in average up to the plate. And he doesn't take out his starter who has pitched over 100 innings or thrown over 100 pitches. He ends up getting an RBI single that it puts them up 4-0. Then Sar finally gives up a hit. He gives up in the 7th inning. He walks and then a pinch hit double from Yang Woo-hyun. That is the first and only pitch that Sauer gave up all day. Followed in the next pitch from the relief pitcher ends up being a 3-run homer. That puts the game 4-3. Then you go into the 8th inning. You got 2 walks. Now, you got runners on first and second, nobody outs. You're supposed to bunt here, right? You don't want to hit it into a double play. No, now they don't bunt. Now they don't bunt because it's Shea Hyung-woo. He ends up not doing anything. He ends up flying out to left. Then a 6-4 ground out puts runners on first and third. A ball that gets away, moves second to third, but now a ground out, a 5-3 ground out ends the inning. So one time your excuse is, oh, I don't want to hit into a double play. The next time is, oh, this batter is up. And again, it's not consistent. The only thing that is consistent is how crappy the managers are. Then you get into the 9th inning, a runner on first because of a walk. What do? You bunt him over. Again, you lower your chance of scoring a run by doing this. You're bringing then the next batter ends up walking, so now you've got a runner on first and second with just 1 out. So you can hit into that double play that you're so worried about all the time. And then from there, a strikeout from the number 2 hitter, and then a line out to a left field to ends the game. So again, absolutely bad managing. Samsung's manager is absolutely awful. So bad. Really just so bad. The decisions he makes are so bad. And you look at him in the dugout and he just is constantly looks like he's pissed that everybody's not hitting a home run every single time and everybody's not fielding perfectly and throwing nothing but strikes and striking everybody out. He looks like he's pissed all the time and that he has zero confidence in his players. And then he makes decisions like that, so that shows zero confidence in his players. So Samsung loses again. That's the 2nd straight loss to KT. This is, again, a top team in the league this year. It's a game that they had plenty of opportunities to win. It's a game that KT had plenty of opportunities to put away. They just couldn't come up with a hit at the time. The difference is KT's manager wasn't bunting and taking them out of situations. What was happening with Samsung is the bunting taking them out of the situation. So that's it for me, guys. I will be back tomorrow. Tomorrow will be Kia versus Hanwha for the rubber match of that matchup. And that should be Oler versus Ryuhun Jin. So it should be an absolutely fantastic matchup. Quick look around the league. All the other games are final. Hanwha ended up holding on. They win 4-3. NC with a 4-0 lead. Lotte ends up winning with a 3-1 score. LG came from behind to win 8-6. And then obviously this game here, 4-3. So thank you guys for tuning in. I'll be back tomorrow at 6:30. I shouldn't be late tomorrow, just on
Thank
Wednesdays.
you for the recommendation, Yagupan Chris.
Thank you, Chris. Chris, did you get to watch an actual Lotte win? Did you get to watch an actual Lotte win, sir? I hope you did. So that's it for me, guys. Thank you, guys. I will be back, like I said, tomorrow. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, make sure you hit the little star next to my name. Make sure you hit the thumbs up. But that's it for me. As always, until next time.